NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan,
he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Bobby Okereke
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to... Get this one to the 23-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. He's got it. Touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter.
And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. On 3rd down, Ryan.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Play action, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans were able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. "51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Quiddy Pay
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. looking to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Man open is Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return is Hines. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
In trouble, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now Ryan on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Pierce. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 45. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bullet good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ryan will throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now it's Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan. He's going up top for Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the... And now here's another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return is Hines. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kylan Granson.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. To throw for it is Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's at the 50. The 30.
In your face.
10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown, Colts.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43.
And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put the